Welcome to today's special coin collection showcase. In this video, we will explore 4 historic U.S. Lincoln Wheat Pennies that every coin collector should know about. We are going to look at the 1937, 1942, 1949, and 1955 wheat pennies, each one representing a different era of American history with unique design details, mint marks, and collector value. Stay with us till the end, because these coins may look common, but some of them can be surprisingly valuable and highly sought after by collectors. The 1937 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as a Lincoln Wheat Penny, is one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in American numismatic history. It carries the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, 1 cent, Liberty, and In God We Trust, which represent the core values and identity of the nation. The obverse of the coin features a well-known portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1937, the design had already been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, yet it remained highly respected and instantly recognizable among the public. The reverse side of the 1937 penny displays a famous wheat ears design, also created by Victor D. Brenner. This design shows 2 curved wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent in United States of America, with E Pluribus Unum above. The wheat design symbolizes agricultural prosperity and the importance of farming in the United States economy during the early 20th century. Because of this reverse design, coins of this series are commonly referred to as wheat pennies. In 1959, the design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial reverse, making the wheat penny series, 1909 to 1958, a complete and highly collectible era. The 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Each mint produced different quantities, with Philadelphia producing the largest number. The Denver and San Francisco issues are generally scarcer compared to Philadelphia coins, especially in higher grades. The mint mark, if present, is found on the obverse side below the date. Collectors often look closely at these mint marks because they can significantly affect the value and rarity of the coin. In terms of composition, the 1937 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown color when uncirculated and a darker brown tone when circulated. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. During the 1930s, the United States was still recovering from the Great Depression, and copper coins like the Lincoln cent played an essential role in everyday commerce. Despite economic challenges, the U.S. Mint continued to produce large quantities of pennies to support daily transactions across the country. The value of a 1937 wheat penny depends heavily on its condition and mint mark. In circulated condition, most 1937 pennies are worth only a few cents above face value. However, in uncirculated condition, especially with strong luster and minimal marks, the value can increase significantly. Coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints are usually more valuable than Philadelphia issues. High-grade examples certified by grading services such as PCGS or NGC can fetch higher prices, especially if they are graded MS65 or above. While the 1937 penny is not considered extremely rare, it remains an important collectible due to its age and historical significance. Era coins from 1937 can be particularly valuable and highly sought after by collectors. Some examples include double die errors, off-center strikes, lamination errors, and repunched mint marks. These minting mistakes occur during the production process and create unique variations that are not found in standard coins. Collectors often pay premium prices for clearly visible and well-preserved era coins. The rarity and visual appeal of such errors make them exciting finds for anyone searching through old coin collections or pocket change. Historically, the 1937 penny reflects a period of economic recovery and stability in the United States following the Great Depression. Although the country was still facing financial challenges, industrial production and agriculture was slowly improving. The Lincoln cent continued to serve as a symbol of national unity and resilience during this era. The consistent design of the coin also helped maintain public trust in the currency system, as people became familiar with its appearance and value. For coin collectors today, the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny remains an essential part of any wheat cent collection. Many collectors aim to build complete sets covering all years from 1909 to 1958, and the 1937 issue is an important mid-series date. While it is relatively easy to find in circulated condition, high-quality examples are more difficult to obtain, making them more desirable among serious collectors. Proper storage, such as using coin holders or albums, helps preserve a coin's condition and prevents damage from environmental exposure. In conclusion, the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a historically rich and widely collected coin that represents both American heritage and everyday life during the 1930s. With its classic Lincoln portrait, wheat ears reverse, and long-standing design, it remains one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. Although most examples are affordable, certain high-grade or error versions can be valuable and highly sought after. This coin continues to hold a special place in the world of numismatics, connecting collectors to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the economic history of the United States. The 1942 United States 1-cent coin, known as the Lincoln Wheat Penny, is an important and historic coin in American numismatics, representing both the wartime economy and the long-running tradition of the Lincoln cent series. It carries the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, 1 cent, Liberty, and In God We Trust, which reflect the core values and identity of the United States. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and became the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1942, the design had already been in circulation for over 3 decades, yet it remained one of the most recognized and respected coin designs in American history. The reverse of the 1942 penny displays the classic wheat ears design, also created by Victor D. Brenner. This design shows 2 curved wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with E Pluribus Unum above. The wheat ears symbolize agricultural prosperity and the importance of farming to the American economy, especially in the early 20th century. Because of this design, coins from 1909 to 1958 are known as wheat pennies. The 1942 issue belongs to the middle period of this series and reflects a continuity of traditional coin design even during a time of global conflict and economic change. The 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The mint mark, when present, appears below the date on the obverse side of the coin. Each mint produced large quantities of pennies to meet the demands of wartime America. During World War II, the United States economy was heavily focused on military production, and copper became a highly important material for ammunition and communication equipment. Because of this, 1942 represents a transitional period in U.S. coinage, as the mint prepared to change cent composition in the following year. In terms of composition, the 1942 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, which was a standard bronze composition used for Lincoln cents at that time. Each coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. The copper gives the coin its reddish-brown appearance when new, while circulated examples often turn darker brown due to oxidation over time. The Lincoln cent remained one of the most widely used coins in daily transactions during this era, playing an important role in everyday commerce across the United States. The value of a 1942 wheat penny depends on its mint mark, condition, and overall rarity. In circulated condition, most 1942 pennies are worth only a small premium over face value. However, uncirculated examples with strong luster and sharp details can be more valuable, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Coins from the San Francisco Mint, 1942S, and Denver Mint, 1942D, are generally more desirable in higher grades due to lower survival rates in mint condition. While not considered extremely rare, the 1942 penny is still an important collectible due to its historical context. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1942 Lincoln cent is a connection to wartime production changes. Although the major composition change to steel pennies occurred in 1943, 1942 was the last full year of regular copper cent production before the transition. This makes the 1942 penny part of the final group of traditional bronze Lincoln cents before World War II influenced significant changes in U.S. coinage. Collectors often view this coin as a bridge between pre-war and wartime coin production, adding to its historical importance. Era coins from 1942 can also be valuable and highly sought after. Some known errors include double die varieties, repunch mint marks, off-center strikes, lamination errors, and die cracks. These minting mistakes occur during production and create unique variations that are not part of standard coin issues. Collectors often pay higher prices for clearly visible and well-preserved error coins, especially if the error is dramatic. Searching through old coin collections or rolls can sometimes reveal these rare and interesting varieties. Historically, the 1942 penny represents a time of national unity and industrial mobilization during World War II. The United States was heavily involved in supporting the Allied forces, and the economy was rapidly shifting toward wartime production. Despite these challenges, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins efficiently to support daily commerce. The Lincoln cent remained a symbol of stability and continuity for the American people during a time of global uncertainty. For collectors today, the 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny is an essential part of any wheat cent collection. Many collectors aim to build complete date sets from 1909 to 1958, and the 1942 issue is an important mid-series coin. While common in circulated condition, high-grade examples and well-preserved specimens are more difficult to find. Proper storage using coin holders, albums, or protective cases helps preserve the coin's condition and prevents environmental damage over time. In conclusion, the 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a historically significant coin that reflects both American tradition and the wartime economy of the early 1940s. With its classic Lincoln portrait, wheat ears reverse design, and copper composition, it remains one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. While most examples are affordable, higher-grade coins and era varieties can be valuable and highly collectible. This coin continues to hold an important place in numismatics, connecting collectors to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the wartime history of the United States. The 1950D United States 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as a Lincoln Wheat Penny, is a significant and highly collectible piece in American numismatic history. Featuring the familiar inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, 1 cent, Liberty, and In God We Trust, this coin represents not just a small denomination of currency, but also a continuation of one of the most iconic designs in U.S. coinage. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner and features a distinguished profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln cent design was groundbreaking because it marked the first time a real historical figure appeared on a regularly circulating American coin, replacing the earlier tradition of symbolic figures. The obverse front of the 1950D penny showcases a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, symbolizing unity, leadership, and the enduring ideals of the United States. Above his head appears the inscription, In God We Trust, reflecting the nation's moral and spiritual values. To the left of Lincoln is the word liberty, representing a foundational principle of American democracy, while the year 1950 is displayed to the right. Just below the date is a mint mark D, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The presence of this mint mark distinguishes it from coins minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark, and it is an important detail for collectors when identifying and valuing the coin. On the reverse back of the coin, the classic wheat penny design is prominently featured. Two stylized wheat ears curve gracefully along the left and right edges, symbolizing agricultural strength and prosperity. At the top is a Latin motto E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one, representing the unity of the states. In the center, the denomination 1 cent is clearly displayed, with United States of America written below it. This reverse design had been in use since 1909 and would continue until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. As such, the 1950D penny belongs to the final decade of the Wheat Penny series, making it particularly interesting for collectors who aim to complete a full set. The historical context of the 1950 penny adds to its significance. The coin was minted during the early years of the Cold War, a period marked by geopolitical tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. Domestically, the United States was experiencing economic growth and industrial expansion following the end of World War II. This era saw increased production and modernization, which also influenced coin minting processes. Although the 1950 penny does not have the wartime composition changes seen in earlier years, it still represents a time of transition and development in American history. In terms of composition, the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a distinctive reddish appearance when new. The coin has a diameter of 19 millimeters and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. This bronze composition had been standard for U.S. pennies for many decades, except for the temporary use of steel in 1943 due to wartime copper shortages. By 1950, the mint had returned to the traditional bronze alloy, and coins from this period are known for their durability and classic appearance. The mintage of the 1950 penny was quite substantial, with the Denver Mint producing approximately 334,950,000 coins. Due to this high production number, the coin is generally considered common in circulated condition. However, the availability of the coin in higher grades is more limited, and well-preserved examples are more desirable among collectors. Coins that retain strong details in Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks, along with original mint luster, are particularly sought after. The value of a 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny varies depending on its condition, color, and any unique features it may possess. In circulated condition, these coins are typically worth only a few cents to a couple of dollars. However, uncirculated coins, especially those with a bright red color, designated as red or road, can be worth significantly more, often ranging from $10 to $50 or higher depending on the grade. Coins graded MS65 or above by professional grading services can command premium prices, particularly if they exhibit exceptional eye appeal and minimal imperfections. Color classification is an important factor in determining the value of copper coins like the 1950 penny. Over time, copper naturally oxidizes, causing the coin's color to change from its original bright red to shades of brown. As a result, coins are categorized as red road, red brown, RB, or brown BN. Red coins, which retain most of their original color, are the most valuable and desirable, especially in higher grades. Finding a fully red 1950 penny in pristine condition is relatively rare, making such examples highly prized among collectors. Although the 1950 penny is not widely known for major error varieties, collectors still carefully examine these coins for any unusual characteristics, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies. Even minor errors can significantly increase a coin's value, especially if they are rare or visually striking. Additionally, coins with exceptional strike quality or unique toning patterns may also attract interest from collectors. In conclusion, the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a classic example of mid-20th century American coinage, combining historical context, timeless design, and collectible appeal. Its association with Abraham Lincoln, its iconic wheat reverse design, and its place in the final years of the Wheat Penny series all contribute to its enduring popularity. Whether you are a beginner exploring coin collecting or an experienced numismatist building a complete set, the 1950 penny offers both educational value and the potential for financial appreciation. By carefully examining its condition, color, and any unique features, you may discover that this small coin holds significant historical and collectible value.